Let's do the Huang fan. Oh, it's getting close. He's down to the last health bar. Watch it. Sinesteria is going to... Oh, whoa, don't get touched by that shield. Whoa, I almost hit the shield. All right, let's go. Execute him. Execute him. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video for Tower Fantasy. My name is Ventus, and what's good with you? All right, guys, in this Tower Fantasy video, I'm going to show you my current tank build, the build that I used to tank the heroic Nemesis raid. I did this yesterday. We did it 3 times back-to-back on stream yesterday. Some members of my crew, S tier, and then some people from the chat that was there, and it was just such an amazing time. And listen, there's no other words that I can attribute this other than it was satisfying. Tanking in Tower Fantasy is super satisfying, and then on top of that, using Huang, it makes it super fun because the weapon is so much fun to use, and you actually feel like you're contributing to damage a little bit whenever you use it. I don't know, just the whole thing was super fun. And you know the crazy part about it, right? I couldn't like tank properly unless I used Huma. Yeah, I know, right? Here, I'm gonna show you my Huma. All right, so this is my Huma. I had Huma at A2, and then I spent my flame gold to bring it to A4. And honestly, when I took Huma out of it to try to add in Fiona with my two, with Lan and Huang, I couldn't keep the boss's attention. Come on over here, follow me. I gotta get his attention. Come on, follow me. Yeah, I'm over here. No, don't look at them. So Huma has like a really good taunt for whatever reason, and I was able to keep the boss's attention. My whole job in the raid was to be the fire tank. It was me and one other healer. It was our job to separate fire nemesis away from the other nemesis so the other members of the team could burn the other one, and then they came over and burned our nemesis, and it was just super satisfying when we did it the first time, and we did it 2 more times after that back to back, and we did it like flawless. Nobody died. It was just such a fun time. Now what's gonna happen here, I'm gonna show you the gameplay because I'm pretty sure that's why you're here anyway. You're probably like, shut up bro, show me the gameplay. So I'm gonna show you the gameplay, but if you're interested in looking at like my CS and my stats and then what I use on my weapon chips for the weapons and everything like that, stick around after the gameplay, and I'm gonna go over everything and show you what I use and talk a little bit about my strategy, like how I tanked a little bit. I know I'm probably not like doing everything as optimal as I probably can, but it worked and I had fun doing it. All right, now really quickly, before I get into the gameplay, do me a favor, if you're new here, sub to the channel with all notifications on, and then come on to the live streams when I stream live. I try to stream every evening around like 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometime after that, usually go to like 11, 12 o'clock at midnight, whatever the case may be, and just hang out with the chat, talk to the chat, and just we have fun. We share information. People put me up on game on things. If you have things that you want to know, like you're new to the game, whatever like that, there are a bunch of know-it-alls, but good know-it-alls in my chat that will pretty much tell you how to do everything. They help me out on a daily basis on how to do just the most menial tasks. Like before we went to the raid, they taught me about this stem shot that actually raised not only my CS but raised my suppressor level. I didn't even know it could do that. So just stuff like that, man. Come on to the chat and you are going to just be an overall better player once you come to the chat and hang out. Be, you don't have to say anything. You can just sit there and just watch. You can lurk and just learn, or whatever the case may be, or you can join in and have fun. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking now and get into this gameplay, and then remember, after the gameplay is over, I'm gonna talk about the build and show you everything that I use for this 4-2 build. And man, DPSing is cool and everything, but listen, the fun is tanking. It really is. The fun is tanking, because if you're not keeping the boss's attention, everybody dies. Let's get it. Remember, wait for the tanks to grab aggro before DPS move. All right. Hi there, red Nemesis. Where's Diva? Okay, cool. I think we got him. Yes, sir. I think we got him. Let's do this. And I have 2 dodge skills ready to go. Uh-oh. He's got me in his dodge skill, but that's okay, though. I got a Phoenix for that. And you're going to get caught in the fire domain, I think. Let's hit that shield. Okay, and then do this. Okay, did he cut me down? Wait, I need to go back to this. I need to use my Huang. Okay, so cool. Put that fire of the dragon up in the sky, like a butterfly in the sky. Okay, cool. We got him. This one's ours. You're in our world now. You're in our world now. You're in our world now. Let's go. Yeah, I love it when you separate from the rest of the team. Let's go. Show my ability to tank. Tell me I can't tank. That what they tell me. No, we ain't doing it like that, buddy. We ain't doing it like that, buddy. Come here. You want to play? Let's play. Let's play. Yeah, I got a fan. What's good? Yeah, come on. Oh, I don't like that little slowy stuff you got. That's crazy. That's crazy. You need to slow me to kill me? You gotta cheat me to beat me. Don't cheat me to beat me. Fight me fair and square. Get me out of here. I don't like this realm. This realm sucks. I need to get out of here. Can I join my friend? There's my friend. Where's the red one? I don't see him. Oh my goodness. That little slowy stuff sucks. And boom! I love that boom. Got you. This, and hit you with that. That's 3 of them, so I am good to go. Hit you with one of these, and you know what? We pop a shield and we just fan you. Yes, we do. Oh, you know what time it is? It's time for the Phoenix. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, we got him. I love how we have him super separated right now, and he can't do anything, or she can't do anything about it. Surely, I know it's a she. Don't judge me. I put my shield up. Don't judge me. Let's go. No, look at us. Stay looking at us, because we're your targets. I'm your opponent. Me and a healer. You know, there's probably going to be somebody in the comments that are going to be like, bro, you need a healer to, like, heal you. Like, you're so bad at tanking. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm doing a good job, though. I don't know. I probably don't, but I feel better having a healer. Actually, I probably do need a healer. Not going to hold you. Okay. I don't want to get stuck in that little portal thing. I guess I got stuck in it anyway. I don't want to touch the back one, though. So I'm going to do this and stay over here above him. Ooh, wow. Look at that. And I think I made it out. Oh. Put you in confinement. You are stuck. You're in my world now. Yes. And what? I can't hit a skill because I'm stuck in the Nemesis slow. That Nemesis slow sucks, bro. Okay, hit the R2. Got my little Huang shield up. I can't wait till I get the gold Huang shield. I don't know what it actually does. All right, we are bimming this thing up. I wonder how they're doing on damage over there. Oh, and here comes the cavalry. They finished him. That was record time. Did anybody catch the clock on that one? Let's go. Now it's time to burn this thing. Let's do it. It's time for me to get busy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cue the fast music. Probably. Maybe. Come on, hit the fan. Hit the fan. There we go. Somebody hit that Vantasia. That's great. That's great. Okay, watch this now. Watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Okay. Alright, now the Vermilion Domain. You get that with land. And that's just a bunch of fire. Because this one's weak to fire. We got a couple of fire DPS in here that are actually doing the thing. Our main DPS, what, Keon's at 107 right now? Sinasteri's at 90 million? Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the health drop on this thing. I love it. I love it. We are doing work right now. Alright, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. Mimi, or what was that, Shirley? Come on, man. I am a tank. You know what? I'm going to switch into axe form just because we got Diva over here. Diva's doing the darn thing. Oh, there we go. Hit the 3 dodge skills on him, and then let's switch it over to a tank, or an axe. There we go. We are in axe form right now. Let's whack it a couple times with the axe, get some fire DPS on it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just because I know it hates fire, land. Hit my Huang shield again, and then you know what? How about this one? A nice giant lightning spirit bomb, as it is. Ooh, looks like it's more fire time. You know what? Just because I like seeing the Phoenix, we're gonna do the Phoenix, we're gonna hit the Domain, and then we're gonna hit the lightning ball and bring it back down. Bro, I haven't seen this thing. Oh, there goes the shield. I was just about to say, like, I haven't seen this shield like in a grip. Brother, look at the shield. Bro, his shield's just melted. What? It's almost like he didn't even have shield. That's crazy. Hey, look at me. Don't look at Diva, because I am the tank. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. It's almost execute time. Somebody pull out their detector. because it's time to execute. That was a Digimon reference if you didn't catch it. I know y'all are a little bit young. Y'all don't know about Digimon. I know all about Digimon. I pretended I was a Digidestin when I was 16. I had a Digivice strapped on my backpack. Oh, I did. I was a nerd. Closet nerd. Uh-oh. Here we go. Huang back at it again. Let's do the Huang fan. Oh, it's getting close. He's down to the last health bar. Watch it. Sinesteria is going to... Oh, whoa, don't get touched by that shield. Whoa, I almost hit the shield. All right, let's go. Execute him. Execute him. This is a clean run. This is a clean run. I don't even know if we can do it cleaner than this. Boom. Boom. And execute. All right, so if you're here, you want to know about my stats and everything like that. So I guess the first thing you're probably going to want to know is what my CS is in this build. My CS right now stands at... Is the CS? Yeah, 67,079, and this is like stim boosted, right? So there's a little thing that you can do, and I'm gonna make a video on that later, where you can go and get like a stim boost, and it raised my CS like 5,000 points or something like that, and then I had another shot that just made me hit harder. When you're tanking, this is something that the chat taught me. I thought when you tank, you just want your resistances up, but when you're tanking, you 1000% want your attack to be super high, because a high attack attracts the boss. It gives you better aggro. So like I said in the intro, like I couldn't do it without Huma, right? So let's start with Huma, and I'll show you what I got on Huma as far as matrices go. So I am running a 2-piece 0, and the 0 2-piece chipset says, using a discharge skill to switch to the current weapon, gain a shield equal to 150% of attack for 6 seconds. So I have 2-piece 0 there. I would love the 4-piece set, because 4-piece set says, while the shield is active, you and your teammates deal 16% more damage. So that would be actually huge if I had both, all 4 pieces of it, but I only have 2, so the 2 that counts, you get that shield, and I love having shields because when you tank, those shields really, really do matter. And the other 2-piece set that I'm running on my Huma is Huma's 2-piece set. Hitting targets with dodge skills inflicts bleed, dealing damage equal to 15% of attack every second for 5 seconds. Now that's actually important for Huma, because Huma has a really good dodge skill, and you need to use that dodge skill for tanking. Let's check it out. Her dodge skill is called Erupt. Use normal attack during a short period after dodge and trigger dodge attack shield form. Unleash a flaming shield, dealing damage equal to 55.8% of attack plus 194 and knocking back targets. In addition, trigger an explosion that deals damage equal to 55.8% of attack plus 194, stun targets for 0.5 seconds, and reduce incoming healing effects on targets by 30% for 10 seconds. The axe form says swing an axe to deal damage equal to 226.3% of attack plus 785 and reduce incoming healing effects on targets for 30% for 10 seconds. Now here is where the dodge skill comes in super clutch and what makes it super important, and it's going to be her 1-star advancement. It says gain a stack of strong shield upon using the discharge seething rage. Using a dodge skill or branch skill while in shield form grants a stack of strong shield, which grants 10% damage reduction for 15 seconds and stacks up to 3 times. Switching to axe form converts all strong shield attacks to sharp axe attacks, each of which increases damage by 15% for 15 seconds. Switching to a different weapon cancels this effect. So listen, you need that damage reduction as a tank as much as possible, and when you have a healer that's dedicated to healing you like I was in this raid, like I wasn't dying like at all. My health like literally just went nowhere, so it was really, really cool. And one other like super important thing to note when using Huma, and that's going to be the discharge skill Seething Rage. When weapon charge is full or when Fantasia is triggered, upon switching to this weapon, remove all debuffs from the Wanderer and unleash a flaming shockwave, dealing damage equal to 352% of attack plus 1,221 plus additional damage equal to 5% of the Wanderer's max HP. Taunt enemies for 5 seconds, during which gain 15% damage reduction. Scatter shield-shaped objects based on the number of targets taunted, which last in the area for 20 seconds. Upon pickup, objects provide 10 seconds of 5% damage reduction, stackable, and immediately restore 1 dodge attempt. So, I mean, like I said, I couldn't do this without Huma and that taunt. All right, so next let's talk about land. My land is 0 advancement, so I got land and couldn't get any more from him, but I'm glad I got land as high as I can make it. It's level 110. It's the weakest weapon on this list, but it absolutely is necessary for being a tank. So let's just check out what weapon chips I have on it. So on land this time, I'm going to go with a 2-piece Crow and 2-piece Samir. Now, I go with 2-piece Crow because it says increase crit damage to targets with less than 60% HP by 24%. And then Huma, Huma's got 2-piece set, increase damage progressively by 1% upon hitting a target, stack up to 10 times, last for 1.5 seconds. So I really kind of feel like land is one of these weapons that does damage, and it because of the Vermilion Domain. The Vermilion Domain is so good because it does damage over time, and it keeps just taking damage, keeps taking fire damage, and anything that's in there is going to be a little bit weaker to fire. So let's read what the Vermilion Domain actually does. Okay, so Vermilion Domain says, while using Devastating Glide, pass through 3 parasols before returning to the original position to gain Vermilion Domain, which grants Hyperbody and a 40% damage reduction for 8 seconds. While diving, Vermilion Domain deals damage equal to 50% of attack, plus 158 to targets in the area every second, and increases the Wanderer's speed by 30%. So when you see my character zip around left, right, super fast in like a triangle or whatever, like that, that's the Vermilion Domain, and you'll hear me call it out multiple times in the gameplay, and I absolutely love it. And then that Phoenix comes up, the discharge skill is just so good. It's called Phoenix Sweep. When weapon charge is full or Fantasia is triggered, upon switching to this weapon, remove all debuffs from the Wanderer, dealing damage equal to 849.6% of attack, plus 2,678 to the target, during which damage immunity lasts for 1.5 seconds. The passive on this, a successful hit increases flame damage by 1.2% of Polyfeather Parasol for 20 seconds. And then because I have Fortitude Resonance active with the Vermilion Bird or land, it says Fortitude is a skill. After activating Fortitude Resonance successfully, using any weapon skill will taunt nearby targets for 2.5 seconds. When using Devastating Glide, the Vermilion Domain expands, granting 20% damage reduction to nearby teammates. When using Molten Heart, Vermilion Domain's timer is stopped. So, I mean, like it says, like here, successfully using any weapon skill will taunt nearby targets for 2.5 seconds. So the taunt added in with Huma's taunt, it definitely grabbed that boss's attention. And when you know that you have the boss's attention, when the boss is looking at you, there's no greater feeling than that. Then you know that you're doing your job. The boss is like targeted on you, not looking at your DPS, not looking at your healer. He is trying to fight you, and you are kiting it. You are fighting with it, you're PvPing with it, and your healer's just healing it. It's a very satisfying feeling. All right, and then finally, let's talk about Mimi, the Azure Dragon, Huang, whatever you want to call it. This is the banner weapon right now as I'm making this video, and this weapon is super duper fun. And again, I couldn't have done this without this weapon because it has a couple different skills that are just so good. The actual skill of this weapon, and then there's this one hold skill that just gives you hyper body and gives you a shield. Everything about this weapon is just so good for tanking, and it does really good damage. I love this weapon, I really do. And we had a big debate on whether or not this weapon was free-to-play friendly. A lot of people in the chat said that it was. There were some people that said that the weapon is not free-to-play friendly, that you need other Volt weapons to make it good, and that can be true if you want to DPS with it, but I found it super satisfying using it with a shield. I have it at A2. I got the A2 completely by accident. I mean, I bought the A1 for sure with all my pulls, and then with the flame gold, or the black gold, but the A2 came out of random pulls. So I think that if you spend your resources wisely, you can definitely get this weapon. All right, so let's just check and see what weapon chips I have on it, because that's probably what you want to know. All right, and the weapon chip set that I have on my Huang is just this. It's simple, a 4-piece Shiro set, and it says increase both damage and shatter to targets with more than 50% HP, which is a super huge plus. And then the 4-piece set, upon entering battle, gain a 20% damage boost for 35 seconds, reset 5 seconds after exiting battle. So the 4-piece set probably is not going to help too much there, but that 2-piece set definitely is a huge help. And then having SSR chips is a huge help, especially having these SSR chips as high as I have them. I have most of them at level 60. If I wasn't using a full 4-piece Shiro, I would 1000% try to invest in using the chipset that comes with Azure Dragon. I'm still actively trying to get that chipset. Going to be the best chipset for this weapon, I think. 2-piece set, increased final damage by 7% after Azura's shockwave lands a hit, increased skill damage by 15% for 30 seconds. The set effect works in the offhand slot. Only the set with the highest star rating will take effect. And then the 4-piece set, when equipped with at least 1 volt weapon, increase all elemental damage by 14%. After using Azure Moon, Soaring Dragon, increase crit damage by 6% for 30 seconds. The set effect works in the offhand slot. Only the set with the highest star rating will take effect. Now, obviously, I think these chips were made in mind with DPSing, which is a testament to the fact how good this weapon is. It is a fortitude, a tank weapon that has a huge focus on damage. But when it comes to tanking, I think this is probably one of the best, if not the best tank weapon that there is out there for being a weapon for tanking. So taking a look at those skills that I was talking about, the ones that you're going to see me use mainly, I gotta note this too, and tell me if I'm faded on this one, but I don't think I am. So you do the auto attack, you spam that button. The first attack deals 91.1% of attack plus 316. The second attack, 137.6% plus 477. Third attack deals damage equal to 400% of attack plus 1,388. And then the fourth attack, deal damage equal to 331.7 of attack plus 1,151. And then the fifth attack, it goes down. Deal damage equal to 165.3% of attack plus 573. So I might be faded when I tell you I don't do the fifth attack. I do the third and fourth attack, and then I hold the button down. And I think that's a great way to get more damage out of the character. And then the other skill that I want to really tell you about is this one, Thunderburst. While on the ground, tap and hold normal attack to trigger Thunderburst. Continuously fire lightning at targets, consuming endurance, during which the Wanderer gains hyper body. Every attack that lands deals damage equal to 53.5% of attack plus 186 to nearby targets. At the same time, summon one Azura every 1.5 seconds that fires shockwaves, dealing damage equal to 99% of attack plus 344 to nearby targets. The Wanderer gains a shield equal to 10% of max HP every 1.5 seconds, stacking up to 15%, lasting for 15 seconds from the creation of the first shield after activating a Fortitude Resonance. Whenever Thunderburst Shockwave lands a hit, nearby targets are taunted for 2 seconds. Every time Thunderburst produces a shield, nearby teammates will additionally receive a shield up to 10% of the Wanderer's max HP. That is huge. And then that skill that I was telling you about is this one, Azure Moon. And Azure Dragon soars through the sky during this time, grant hyper body to the Wanderer, and deal damage equal to 1,777.5% of attack plus 6,166 to nearby targets. The Azure Dragon will circle for 8 seconds. During this time, continuously consume Qilong's might and summon up to 8 lightning strikes. Every lightning strike deals damage equal to 649.9% of attack plus 2,254 to nearby targets, and when the Azure Dragon disappears, deal damage again equal to 1,485% of attack plus 5,151 to nearby targets. Cooldown 30 seconds, and this cooldown cannot be lowered below 20 seconds. Azure Moon can accumulate up to 2 stacks of skill uses. Passive: when 3 volt weapons are equipped after Azure Moon lands a hit, deal skill damage equal to 250% of attack to the target every 2 seconds for 30 seconds. Now, obviously, they didn't intend for that to be in tank role because there's only one volt tank weapon in the game right now, and that is the Azure Dragon. That is Huang. So that's what makes this weapon super special for me. And if you're still on the fence of whether or not you want to get this weapon, if this video didn't do it for you, check out the video that I made previously talking about all the things that are good about this weapon, because I think this weapon is great, man. And I think you'll be good if you have other volt weapons with you, but as for a tank, this is a great weapon for tanking. Alright guys, and that's going to be it for this video. I hope it was helpful to you, and if it was, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Let's try to get this video to like 35 likes. I really would appreciate it. If you have any questions about this or anything else about Tower Fantasy, doesn't matter how big or how small it is, go ahead and put it down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer that question for you. Alright, so with all that being said, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed the video, man, and if you did, just let me know that too. Peace out.